I was.
Uh-huh.
He said, no, you weren't. I saw you on the deck. And I said, I was in school today, called school. And he did. And my, the principal and everybody looked at the classes, and yeah, she checked in for every class. She was here. And I said, see, told you.
So what did he
About
see?
3 days later, don't know. 3 days later, I saw him. And this is outside of the house on the deck. And I told him, I said, so why weren't you at work today? He said, what are you talking about? I said, you were not at work today. I saw you on the deck. And he said, I was too at work. And I said, no, you weren't. I saw you on the deck. And he's like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. And I said, you said that you didn't see me at school. And now I'm telling you that I didn't see you at work. Who was out there then?
So what's going on? Do you think like residual reflections from? I wish I knew what
our
was going on.
backyard. So like we had our backyard, and then behind that was a huge graveyard.
Oh man. Okay, now you got my attention.
Yep, the graveyard has since been not really maintained as well, but back then it was the main graveyard. We lived in a very small town, and it didn't happen. That wasn't the only time that happened. I would get calls from my mom, is she in school today?
So this is 40-some years ago that this is all happening, and you haven't been convinced otherwise that it wasn't a ghost?
Oh, no, I know it was.
Yeah. And is it you, or is it just like the likeness? Because
it's me. I am. I don't call myself. I'm nowhere near a psychic, nothing like that. But I am. I do see myself as a sensitive.
Yeah.
You don't think you were maybe just throwing some extra mushrooms in the gravy or something like that?
And that is such a conscious decision to move right in front of a graveyard. Like, did you get money off the house? I don't know if I could do that.
We moved there when I was only 10, and then left there when I graduated. And so, yeah. So, but I've had other experiences, several. I can't even count how many. And then I started getting kind of the yucky, bad stuff trying to come in. So I just kind of shut that part of my life out. And I just don't deal with any of it at all.
Until you call Dopey radio shows and explain it all to us, and we go, oh, she's a crackpot.
Yeah, right.
Right, all right. Well, hey, I appreciate you checking in. I want to grab some of these other stories, but thank you for your story. Hello, Bella. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good, thanks for asking. What was unexplained in your life? It was kind of creepy and eerie.
So I want to say 11 years ago, I think I was 8 years old or something. But I was doing dishes, pretty much any little kid thing, playing, doing dishes, whatever. And I would see shadows in the corner of my eye, just randomly. And every time I look over, they'd be gone, but they look like they were moving. And around the time my mom was really religious, and she was like, oh yeah, don't pay any mind to them. It's probably just your mind messing with you. But my father was really, really religious, and he was like, no, that's a shadow person. If you see it,
was he seeing it too? Was he backing you up, or were you the only one that was experiencing it?
I think he saw them a few times throughout his life. But he was telling me that it was a shadow person, and just don't pay any mind to it. Don't even acknowledge that you've seen it or anything like that.
Sure, it wasn't a cataract or something like that.
Has
you
it
don't have bad
happened
eyes.
since? That was a long time ago. Has it happened since in the last 11 years?
A couple times, but since then my mom just became really spiritual. So she just, every time I mention it to her, she just sages the entire house.
That'll do it.
So when the dog is starting to stink up the house, you go, Mom, I saw another shadow person, and all of a sudden you get the sage?
Yeah, pretty much.